by doing a spontaneous love and affection for Krishna, which cannot touch our mental and physical senses. They cannot touch them. But there is any process, and that process I am giving in my morning class. So very attentively you should hear all this and try to follow this process. I had to, and by this causeless bhakti, your Atma can be happy. Otherwise, no process. Because Brahma has meditated 3 times by which a soul can be happy. And then he decided that only by bhakti, process of bhakti, there is no other means. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita Janat Asu Vairagyam Jnanam Charjaduhatikam.
By rendering devotional service unto the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, one immediately acquires causeless knowledge and detachment from the world.
What he told? Premanand Prabhu.
By rendering unmotivated devotional service to the Supreme Lord, one loses all attachment to a worldly desire.
Again.
By rendering unmotivated devotional service to the Supreme Lord, then one develops attachment to all worldly desires.
And also transcendental knowledge comes. If anyone doing bhakti, and bhakti is pure, automatically detachment from this worldly desires and everything must come. If anyone hearing, chanting, remembering, then lust may come or not. Never it will come. Worldly desires cannot come. So detachment will come. Surely. And all kinds of knowledge about Krishna and Bhakti, Maya, everything will come. Both. If not coming, then there is some. Is there any slok in Srimad Bhagavatam you remember? Bhakti pareshanubhav virakti anyatra chait ektrek kala prapadyamanasa jathasnata sutushti pushti. What is the meaning? Very attentively you should hear. If bhakti will come, at once detachment will come from all kinds of material enjoyment, sense gratification. Surely. If not coming, then your guru has some defect, or you have some defect, your bhakti, a process has some defect.
In this verse, a very simple and practical example has been given to illustrate the effects of rendering devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It has been compared to the eating process. If we eat something, then surely, without a doubt, by eating, we will feel some satisfaction, our body will be nourished and some strength will come to us, and at the same time, automatically, all hunger will go away. These 3 results, they must occur if one is eating and he has no disease in the body or no worms in the stomach or anything. These 3 effects will stand that just as if we are eating, then 3 effects will come. So for one who is rendering devotional service, who is surrendered to Guru and Vaishnavas, then these 3 effects will come. And if these 3 effects are not coming, then there's some defect. In other words, one is not actually in the line of Shuddha Bhakti or pure Bhakti, but maybe practicing something else, which is a semblance of that pure Bhakti.
Full detachment will come or not, or full transcendental knowledge will come or not. full satisfaction, and I will not take, oh, my stomach is full. He will realize what I am telling, what I told.
Not realize because somebody's taking 3 mouthfuls
Huh?
of food.
Huh.
That from that will one become satisfied, will one become completely satisfied, will one's stomach be full.
What will be there actually?
There will still be some desire to have more.
And
Hunger.
something is there. So if anyone doing bhakti according to the level, stage of bhakti, he will gain 2 things also: detachment and knowledge. When bhakti will be completed, oh, he will be satisfied in full. All kinds of knowledge, transcendental knowledge will come, and also vairagya will come in full. But if bhakti is not in full there, then disattachment or knowledge will be in the same proportion. Understand what I told?
If bhakti is full, then the realization, knowledge, and detachment will also be full. According to the percentage of bhakti that has not been completed, there will still be ignorance and attachment to the world.
So we should see that if any devotee is doing bhakti, in beginning, you should not see that, oh, where is their vairagya and knowledge? According to them, all will come, according to his bhakti. But if you are not following this process, actually anything will not come. If you are doing bhakti, chanting, remembering all things, but not even a little disattachment for world has come, then you are doing not bhakti. There is some loophole there. Knowledge, all kinds of knowledge come itself by bhakti. You will have taste to hear all these things. So by this process a soul can be otherwise not. Dharma sunishtam punsang visvaksenu katha suja not paden jadirating samayevahi kevalam.
The occupational activities a man performs according to his own position are only so much useless labor if they do not provoke attraction for the message of the personality of Godhead.
What he told? What he told?
That there's a varnashram system and everyone has activities according to that varnashram, according to his qualities. If he performs those activities and they don't lead to attachment to Krishna or attraction to the message of Krishna, all those activities are useless labor only.
Not only this, for beginners, this dharma swanisthita, all kinds of dharma, varnashram dharma, even you are chanting name, even you are doing archan, you are doing so many activities like distributing books, making temples, making cow, and also schools of boys, children, Gurukul, so many. But if you have no taste in hearing Hari Katha, sweet pastimes, very powerful, then everything is yours. So this Hari Katha should be heard first, and there should be taste in hearing. Otherwise, your chanting will hamper. This archan, you can give up easily. Your sannyas, you can give up. Even your brahmachari state you can give up. And then you will come down. So, we should try to hear first and then kirtanam. Shravanam, then kirtanam. So, Shravan is first. Shravan means hearing of Hari Katha, pastimes of Katha. So many truths, Siddhanta, all these things. Vadanti tattva vidastattam jajnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagvaneti shabdate.
Learned transcendentalists who know the absolute truth call this non-dual substance Brahman, Paramatma, or Bhagavan.
Any purport? Very big or?
Not so big.
Yes.
The absolute truth is both subject and object, and there is no qualitative difference there. Therefore, Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan are qualitatively one and the same. The same substance is realized as impersonal Brahman by the students of the Upanishads, as localized Paramatma by the Hiranyagarbhas or yogis, and as Bhagavan by the devotees. In other words, Bhagavan, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the last word of the absolute truth. Paramatma is the partial representation of the Personality of Godhead, and impersonal Brahman is the glowing effulgence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as the sun rays are to the sun god. Less intelligent students of either of the above schools sometimes argue to favor of their own respective realization. But those who are perfect seers of the absolute truth know well that the above three features are of the one absolute truth, and they are different perspective views seen from different angles of vision.
More?
As it is explained in the first sloka of the first chapter of Bhagavatam, the Supreme Truth is self-sufficient, cognizant, and free from the illusion of relativity. In the relative world, the knower is different from the known, but in the absolute truth, both the knower and the known are one and the same thing. In the relative world, the knower is the living spirit or superior energy, whereas the known is inert matter or inferior energy. Therefore, there is a duality of inferior and superior energy, whereas in the absolute realm, both the knower and the known are of the same superior energy. There are three kinds of energies of the supreme energetics. There is no difference between the energy and the energetics, but there is a difference of quality of energies. The absolute realm and the living entities are of the same superior energy, but the material world is inferior energy. The living entity in contact with the inferior energy is illusioned, thinking he belongs to the inferior energy. Therefore, there is the sense of relativity in the material world. In the absolute, there is no such sense of difference between the knower and the known, and therefore everything there is absolute.
Here again he is telling, Sridmatang Swakatha, Krishna, Punya Savana Kirtana, Hridyam Tasto Hyabhadrani Vidhunot Sahit Satam.
Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma, super soul, in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee, who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted.
So, Shravanatang Swakatha Krishna. Here, those I told first, that there should be taste in hearing. What hearing? All the knower of truth, Brahmavid, Tattvavid, they say that Parabrahma is one, and he is called Bhagavan. But from a distance, if you will see that Bhagavan, you will see only like a light. And this is called Brahma. What light? The light of Bhagavan, nails of feet, not hands even. So this is called Brahma. This is called knowledge. And when you will see by yoga, then you can see Paramatma only. And by bhakti only, you can see this Bhagavan. Who is this Bhagavan? Now he takes the name. Ete chans kala punsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrar Vyakulam Lokam Ridiyanti. The same Swayam Bhagavan Krishna Prajandanandan manifest his so many incarnations, but he is one. All the incarnations are indifferent to him. Even Brahma, if Krishna is not there, beauty cannot come. So this is like a beauty, Brahma. But the rays of the sun, the light of sun is not sun. Similarly, that Brahma is not Krishna. So, Supreme Personality of Godhead is Swayam Bhagavan Prajandanandan Krishna. So we should, if anyone hearing about him and his devotees, his associates, then Krishna what he does? Srinvatang Swakatha Krishna Punya Samana Kirtana Hridyanto Hyabhadranani. As he hears the glorification of Krishna, his devotees, Krishna himself in the shape of Harikatha enters from here and comes in the heart. As a friend, he brooms everything, all bad things. Everything himself. If you are hearing, like Parikshit Maharaj was hearing from Sukadeva Goswami, and Krishna entered there, and he dispelled all kinds of ignorance and everything. And Krishna was there sitting. So if you are hearing all these katha, then Krishna, in the shape of Harikatha, pastimes, he will enter from your ears in your heart. Whether you are wanting or not, he will clarify everything, purify everything. And then what will be? Hridyantascho yabhadrana vidunotu hissatam. Like a friend, what is malice in your heart, unwanted things, he will take out. And then nashtaprayesu abhadresu nityam bhagavat sevaya bhagavat uttam shloke bhaktir bhavati naistiki.
By regular attendance in classes on the Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact.
All kinds of doubts goes away. Krishna himself dispels all kinds of ignorance. There will be no ignorance, and a test will come. Nashta prayesu abhadresu nityam bhagavat sevaya. There are two kinds of Bhagavat. First is Srimad Bhagavatam, himself Krishna, and second his associates are Bhagavat. You will have to serve both. You will have to first serve Bhakta Bhagavat, devotee Bhagavat, and he has some key and lock of this Bhagavat. He will open, and then from his mouth you can hear all these things. Then Bhakti Uttam Shloke, Bhagavati Uttam Shloke, Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Then Nishtha Bhakti will come. Nishtha Bhakti means steadiness in bhakti will come. All doubts, everything will go. Totally they will go. And then from this Naitshiki bhakti, then taste will come. Then asakti will come. Asakti? Attachment will come. First to process and then to Krishna himself. In this way, you can develop your Krishna consciousness. This is the way. There is no way in this world. If you are not in way, you should try to come in the way. And hear transcendental these words. Today, we should stop here. Gaur Brahman. Try to follow all this sincerely, and you will see that in no time, very soon, all doubts will go, a taste will come in hearing, chanting and worshipping, everything will come.